Hello students, welcome back to maths class. In this video we will see exercise 10.3 of class 8th. Its first question is, can a polyhedron have four its faces? Okay, so what does the meaning of polyhedron? Polyhedron is the 3D figure who is completely made up by the 2D shapes. So we want to get a polyhedron whose faces are three triangle. Three triangle, it means three triangle can make the polyhedron. So firstly we are putting here first triangle. This is the first triangle. Okay, now this is the second triangle. Okay, 1, 2. And when I drawn the line on that time, here is 2 and here is 3. What does the exactly meaning is there? The first bigger triangle is drawn with second triangle. This is first, then 2. Then when I drawn this line on that time, this is 3 and this is 4. So at least 4 triangle in the face for the polyhedron. So it means the three triangle faces are not possible. That's why its answer is no. Is it 4 triangle can be possible? Yes, 4 triangle can be possible. So its answer is yes. Now the third is a square and 4 triangles. At least 1 square and 4 triangles polyhedron is possible. You can see this is the prism of the figure, square in the base, and each and every literal side is made up by the triangle. So 1, 2, 3 and 4 triangle. Here we have one triangle, here we have second triangle, from here we have third triangle, and from here we have fourth triangle, and in the base we have the shape of square. So yes, this is possible. So its answer is yes. Okay. Now the second is it possible to have a polyhedron with any number of faces? Is it possible a polyhedron with any given number of faces? Yes, it is possible if number of faces is greater than or equal to 4. We seen the least polygon who is having least side is only triangle. So we can make from the triangle 1, 2, 3, 4. At least 4 triangle is there. So what is the answer? Answer is yes, it is possible if number of faces is greater than or equal to 4. Exactly greater than or equal to 4 is required because least sided polygon is triangle, and least sided polygon can be make a polyhedron. The least faces is 4. So at least 4 faces is required. Okay. Now the third question is, which are prism among the following? So what does the meaning of prism? Prism means a figure which is having the top and the bottom shape same size and same shape. If in the top we have triangle, so in the base we also want triangle. If in the top we have square, so base we want also as a square, and they are joined with the parallelogram. Okay, they are joined with the parallelogram, so that figure is called as prism. The first figure is a nail. Okay, you can completely see is here we have the base is circle, and in the one direction we have the cone shape figure. So this is not the prism, not the pyramid. So its answer is no. A nail is not the prism, not the pyramid. Now we have the figure unsharpened pencil. Unsharpened pencil. In the unsharpened pencil, the first face is hexagon and the last face is also hexagon, and it is joining with from the top to bottom with the parallelogram. So yes, they are prism. Yes, this is prism. Now the third one is square in the base and the lateral sides are joining with the triangle having the common vertex. So this is pyramid, not the prism. So its answer is no. This is pyramid, not the prism. Now the fourth one is a cube figure is there whose top is square and the base is also square. Yes, this is prism because top and base is same and joining with the parallelogram. Question number 4 is, first one is how are prism and cylinders are alike. Okay, so how can we say prism and cylinders are alike? Firstly, see the prism having the top and bottom is same, top and bottom with the same shape and same size of the figure joining with the parallelogram. And cylinder is the figure who is having circle at the top and bottom at the downside and joining with the curved surface. Cylinder's surface is curved. So how can it be possible when prism and cylinders are alike? So firstly we can take the prism example. This is the triangular prism because on the top side and in the bottom side we have a triangle. So this is called as triangular prism. When we are increasing the number of side from 3, when we increase number of side as 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and hexagon at the top side and hexagon in the downside. So this is hexagon prism. When again we increase the number of side from 6 to 8. So when we continuously moving the number of sides in the increasing order, in one condition we will get the cylinder because from 3 to we gone on 6, from 6 we gone on 8, from 8 when we increase the number of sides on the top side and the bottom side of the figure, anytime we will get cylinder. So that's why a prism becomes a cylinder as number of sides increase and base is congruent to top. Same as in the second one, how a pyramids and cones are alike. So same, this is the pyramid. Pyramid is the figure who is having base as a polygon and each lateral sides are having triangle having the common vertex. So this is pyramid. When we increase the number of sides at the base and also the lateral sides are increased with the triangle, in one condition we can get the cone. So a pyramid becomes cone as number of sides as increased. Here we have number of sides as 3. Here we have 6. Next time we will get 8. Next time we will get 12. Any one condition we can get the cone. Okay. Now the question number 5 is as a square prism. A square prism means a figure who is having top and bottom with the square. A square prism same as a cube. Explain. Question is asking, is it square prism same as cube? So this is the square prism whose top and bottom is square with joining with the parallelogram. But one more condition we have on that time, our top is a square and bottom is also a square. But when we stretch the cube, we will get the cuboid. So this is also the square prism because their top and bottom is square shape and this is also prism, square prism. Both are square prism, but in one condition the square prism is smaller than other one. So that's why its answer is no, it can be cuboid also. When we stretch the cube, we will get cuboid from the square prism. Question number 6 is verify Euler's formula for these solids. Okay, so first figure is here. You can simply see we have to identify how many faces, how many vertex and how many edges in the figure. Then we will put the values, put the things in the Euler's formula. So firstly we will see the faces. Okay, so this is the first face at the top side, and the bottom side we have the second face. 1, 2. Okay, then 3, 4, 5. 5 exactly faces are looking, which can be looked by directly, but this is the corner, and when we draw the simple line who is not looking, okay, simply I am drawing the line who is not looking. So this is 1, 2. First is top one, second is bottom, then 3, 4, 5. The sixth one who is not looking, and the seventh one who is also not looking. So how many faces of the figure is here? 7 faces. Then vertex. So vertex we will count. Same shape at the top side, same shape at the bottom side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at the top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at the down side. 5 plus 5 is 10 vertex is here. Now edges. Edges means the line segment who is joining the figure. So simply we will count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 edges is here. Now what does the Euler's formula is? Euler's formula is when we add face with vertex and subtract edges, we will get 2. Face is 7, vertex is 10, and the edges is 15 is 2. 7 plus 10 is 17, 17 minus 15 is 2. Yes, we verified solid for the Euler's formula. Now the next one is second is here. Here we have this figure. Firstly we will see the faces who is looking. Okay, the very first thing which is I am explaining you, here we have the prism and the pyramid. The top side is pyramid and the down side is prism. On the prism, pyramid is there. That's why pyramid base and prism top. Pyramid base and prism top we will not count. We will simply count their edges and their vertex. We will not count their face. Okay, this face we will not count. Okay, so firstly we will see how many faces is here. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth. So 9 faces is here. Then vertex 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. And the edges 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. 13, 14, 15 and 16. 16 edges are here. So simply we will see Euler's formula. What is the Euler's formula is saying us? Euler's formula is face plus vertex minus edges is 2. Faces is 9, vertex is 9 and the edges is 16. 9 plus 9 is 18. 18 minus 16 we have to do, which is 2, which is exactly equal to the 2 of the Euler's formula. So here we verify the solid for the Euler's formula. Now the question number 7th is using Euler's formula find the unknown. Okay, so this is the first case, this is the second case and this is the third case. Okay, in the first case In the first case, faces is unknown, vertex is 6, edges is 12. So simply we will write faces that we have to find out. Vertex is 6 and edges is 12. We know Euler's formula is, what is Euler's formula? Euler's formula is face plus vertex minus edges is equal to 2. So face as it is, because that we have to finding out. Vertex is 6 and the edges is 12 is equal to 2. Here face as it is, 6 minus 12 plus minus is minus. So 6 is here and 12 is the greater number. So on the place of addition what we have to write? Subtraction is equal to 2. Face will remain here and this negative 6 will go opposite side in the addition. So faces we get as a 8. Okay, so faces is 8. Now its second and third is, second case is when we have face as 5, vertex which is not given, edges is 9. By the use of Euler's formula we will put 5 in on the place of face, 9 on the place of edges. 5 plus v minus 9 plus minus is minus, 9 minus 5 is 4, 9 is the greater number, so subtraction will come here, is equal to 2. This negative 4 will go opposite side in the addition, so 2 plus 4 is 6. So vertex is 6 in the second condition. Third is when faces are 20, vertex are 12 and edges that we have to find out. So by the Euler's formula, faces is 20, vertex is 12 and edges as it is. So 30 plus 12 is 32 minus edges is equal to 2. Here edges in the negative, so it will go opposite side in the addition, and here 2 in the positive, so it will come in the opposite side in the subtraction. So 32 minus 2 is 30, which is the value of edges. So in the second condition, vertex is 6 and in the third condition, edges is 30, which is the solution. Now the last question of the exercise 10.3 is, can a polyhedron have 10 faces, 20 edges and 15 vertex? How many faces? 10, edges is 20 and the vertex is 15. So this question is asking this kind of figure is there. So by the Euler's formula. Euler's formula is identifying the polyhedron. The polyhedron is possible or not. Euler's formula is faces plus vertex minus edges is 2. So face is 10, vertex is 15 and the edges is 20 is equal to 2. So 10 plus 15 is 25, 25 minus 20, 2 from the upside. 25 minus 20 is 5 is equal to 2. We want to get here 2 on the place of 5, but we are getting here 5. So its answer is no. It can't be possible. Possible for polyhedron. It means a polyhedron who is having face 10, edges 20 and vertex is 15 is not possible. So here we completed exercise 10.3 with chapter 10.